back, Turbo.
Fame is a fool's idea of glory. Your favorite actor, athlete, artist, etc. is not an idol and isn't anyone to look up to, so stop doing it. Between the allegations and accusations, you must understand that we are all just humans spinning on a ball in the middle of the universe, and somehow, in all the chaos, we find the most exemplary human to shoot a basketball. We all lose our minds as if we are witnessing God himself cross over a freshman rookie from USC. Whether or not you bring something to this world for the greater good, humans innately gather and follow those who they feel are better or more equipped than them, of challenging the status quo and believing in themselves that they have something as well to bring to this world that no one else can offer. You single-handedly have what it takes to move mountains and travel amongst the stars, but instead you're stuck sitting in your new gaming chair playing Call of Duty at 12 a.m. with your mom telling you to go to bed. As true and as funny as it may be, no one gives a single fuck about the real communities that we need to be joining and supporting in order to change the world beneficially for our children and grandchildren to come. Stacy rather make a TikTok on how her horoscope made her bang two dudes in the locker room than discussing how polar bears could be wiped out of existence by the end of the century due to global climate change. The fact of the matter is, real issues aren't sexy enough unless a person from your community is on the news being racially discriminated against. Why care about some guy that got choked out when Becky just uploaded a new 5-minute video to her OnlyFans? I blame celebrities and equal influencers alike for their misuse of their platforms and the exploitation of others just to make themselves sleep better at night. I get it. Once I'm at the top, I can wholeheartedly convince myself that people are poor because they don't want it better for themselves. And so be it. But Dion and Maria have high hopes of going to university this fall, but can't afford to go, so instead are caught up in delinquent behavior because they live on the wrong side of town and their friends coax them into joining a gang. If more and more of your favorite people put presence on real issues and focus on building up the youth, we wouldn't care that Bad Baby started an OnlyFans 6 days after she turned 18. Better yet, she probably wouldn't have even thought of starting one in the first place if more people around her actually cared about her when she was young. Bad Baby, I respect the hustle and actually like one of your songs.
White J's, white Porsche, white wrist, white horse.
But these influencers or celebrities get younger and younger every day and unknowingly influence, no pun intended, the youth to live like idiotic, mindless, half-witted humans from the movie Idiocracy. No one is holding anyone accountable to moral and ethical standards. I'm right there with you to really not give a fuck about a single person, but I cannot let the youth have prejudged consequences because Becky and Brad never got their shit together. Don't get me wrong, I do take inspiration from others' work and instill their motivation and determination into my own craft and strive to be better than them. Where others fail, I will succeed. The youth must understand that we can be better than our heroes, not out of envy or jealousy, but simply succession, as all students outgrow their teachers. See, when I was young, the one person that I looked up to was my pops, and without his lessons and teachings, I wouldn't be where I am now. One thing that I've learned from my dad is that with all his wisdom and lessons he learned through his lifetime, he summarized and taught me the same so that one day I will understand and know better without physically having to questions themselves. Now, obviously, firsthand experience is second to none, but this background knowledge of ideas and subjects put things into perspective when it was time for me to walk that road. People need to promote an optimistic outlook on life that is grounded in realism to set limits so that future generations will break through them. I'm a realist. I really don't like using titles, but this one is true to me. I always had to work for what I want and understand that a handout is generally going to make more people complacent when they can count on someone else doing something for them. Just look at the divorce rates and growing number of young people staying single later on into their lives. When you depend and count on people to do things for you, that's when you're growing less compared to doing everything for yourself. Independence isn't necessarily the answer to a better world, but simply the ability to think for yourself and sway away from group mentality that makes you think the earth is flat or that cringe is cute and funny. Let's work for a future where we handle business first and party second. Cut. It is so funny to think that when it comes to celebrities or anything for that matter, money and attention can make or break anything. Why do you think the Montgomery bus boycotts were so successful in the 50s? When the people choose to vote with their dollar and attention, you can choose to create something or destroy it. If we choose not to support these clout-chasing individuals and instead those who push for a better and brighter tomorrow, the herd mentality people will follow suit soon. But I'm a realist, as I mentioned. So OnlyFans, TikTok, fast money bullshit will always be the thing, but at least we can look down upon them and shame them. Everyone doesn't have to be accepted in this world nor have an excuse to be a fuck up. I'm an advocate of doing what you want when you want, but that doesn't mean I'll respect it or accept it into my reality. Thinking that you can do the most heinous of offenses and still be accepted and respected in my world is unimaginable. If you live by no code, then there's no honor in your death. I love to talk and deal with fake wishy-washy people because it's easy to see there is no substance or purpose of their own. They fight battles for people they don't even know and have no thoughts or opinions for themselves outside of others that they are trying to defend. Brittany won't date short guys, but wants to start a campaign against men who won't date fat girls. Just face it, you make dumbass decisions and you need to be called out for them. Not to belittle you, but so you know, so you can do better. Let's bring back shaming people for the degenerate things that they do. They will always be done. But let's put it back in the dark and out of sight instead of the light, where Sophia and TT can copy at the age of 16. I don't expect everyone to agree with me. Did you forget already? I'm a realist. I just hope my messages stop Cindy, Mindy, and Emily from starting an OnlyFans and believing in horoscopes, along with Justin, Jason, and Jaden from abusing drugs due to their favorite rappers and thinking it's cool to be a dumbass. I'm not worried though. It's survival of the fittest. Kings and queens will be crowned while peasants will stare with a grimace. That shit was kind of corny. But oh well, this is my fucking monologue.
I came in with a new 40 Glock. Fuck on your bitch, make that hoe want a milli rock. I'm with my boys and no, we do not milli rock. Funny money, no, this is not no silly guap. Got a richer milli, this not